Today at Heathcote Raceway we have the Genesis G70 3.3 Turbo. I'll give you a quick run through the tech specs and then show you how to use the launch control, and then we'll do a 0 to 60 miles an hour, 0 to 100 k's, quarter mile and 100 to 0 braking test, while also finding out if launch control is actually the fastest way. So let's get into it. The updated Genesis G70 now has an extra 2 kilowatts, so the 3.3 litre twin turbo V6 produces 274 kilowatts and 510 Newton meters. So we've got an 8-speed automatic still and rear wheel drive, and Genesis claims 4.7 seconds from 0 to 100. So let's see how close we can get. Jeez, squirming around. Genesis G70. Lots of power, rear wheel drive, always a bit of fun. See what times we can get out of this thing today. Got 4.7. To be honest, that feels a bit optimistic. This is my long-termer. Spent quite a bit of time in it. G70 does have launch control. I've put it in Sport Plus mode, ESP in Sport, and then hold the left foot with the brakes, floor it with the right, and then take off as per usual. But firstly I'll try and do a run without it and see if we can get a sort of benchmark figure. That feels pretty quick. Jeez, squirming around. Squirming around the strip all the way through 3rd and 4th gear. There we go. That feels pretty brisk. 5 seconds to 60, 5.2 to 100, and 13.3 at 175.5. So just as a benchmark run, that's not too bad. Pretty impressive set of figures. But let's see if we can get this launch control working and shave a bit of time off of that. So I now realise my mistake. I thought I knew what I was doing, but as usual, I did not. So I had it in Sport Plus mode, which backs off the ESC, but I need to actually turn it off altogether to get launch control. So let's do that this time. I'll line up again. Hold down ESP, button, 3 seconds, all the way off now. Then left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle, launch control ready, and off we go. Oh, there's a big delay. Took quite a long time to sort of get moving off the line. Don't know if that's going to do the time many favours, but we're hauling now, 175, 180. Ah, see? No good. 0 to 60, 5.2, 0 to 100, 5.4. That's slower. It's slower than we did it to begin with. So, we can pretty much discount that. Launch control, no good, not the fastest way. Let's go back to the human method and see if we can shave a few tenths off. All right, so let's go back to the human method. It's slightly annoying that with ESP all the way off, I don't think I can really choose whether or not I have launch control. As soon as I sort of try and load the car, it goes launch control active. We just discovered that doesn't work. All right, so what I'm going to do is try and stall the car up as much as possible on the brakes and then let it go and see what happens. So get the car nice and straight and go. Oh, that's not too bad. That feels pretty good. Yeah, right. A very positive numbers just flashed up then. All right, what did I do there? I don't quite know what I did, but whatever it was, it worked. 0 to 100 and 4.8, 0 to 60 and 4.6, 13 seconds dead at 176.8. That is pretty impressive from the old Genesis G70. Can I do it again? I'm not sure. All right, what I think I did was it sort of stalled up to about 2, and then it stalled up to a little bit more, and I came off the brakes quite quickly. Traction's actually really good in this thing. It's spinning a little bit through first, but not really. I don't think any electronics are coming in or anything. So let's try and do that again and get that last little tenth and match the claim. Right, traction's pretty good, so I'm going to line up on the same rubber marks and try and do what I did last time. I don't know. Stall up a little bit. That felt pretty good. That's really good traction in first. Come on, baby. Will it be a 12? Will it be a 12? Will it be a 12? No, it's a 13 again. All right, what do we do in terms of numbers? Bet you it's exactly the same. Yes, 4.6 to 60, 4.8 to 100, and a 13. That's pretty good. Okay, so the first launch control run was no good. Took forever to get off the line. Whereas second time I've done it, it actually worked quite well. Because I've got a GoPro in front of me, I didn't realise that launch control had actually activated, but it had. It got off the line much quicker and we got that 4.8 second run. I'm just going to try one more thing and see if we can get that number down a tenth. So what I'm going to do is hold the car very lightly on the brakes and go straight to full throttle and see if we can get that elusive tenth. So just basically take up any slack and then go. Oh, a bit slow off the line, but I'm not sure. Traction was good. Gear shifts were crisp. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. No, 4.7 to 60, 4.9 to 100. And what's that, a 13 second quarter, 13.2. So, as it turns out, launch control does work, if it wants to. All right, the return run is all about the 80 to 120 acceleration and the 100 to 0 deceleration. So, as usual, I'll get this thing up to 60 k's an hour. Just hold it steady, find our point on the track to accelerate. Then we floor it, kick down, plenty of grunt. Doesn't take long to get through 80 to 120 in this thing. So I'll just hold this about 130. And then brake. Oh. These work, big Brembos. So, 80 to 120. 3 seconds dead. Let's see how we went. 36.4 meters, 100 to 0. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, where did we get to with the Genesis G70? Well, we missed the claim by a tenth, 4.8 versus 4.7. Not the end of the world. However, launch control, it turns out, is the fastest way sometimes. So we tried it manually and did a 5.2. Tried it with launch control and did a 5.4, and then tried it again with launch control and did a 4.8. So, you're a little bit at the mercy of the system, how quickly it engages and shoots you off the line. But, apart from that, pretty good system. Very limited wheel spin, car accelerates well, and once rolling, this thing is very quick.